What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode from the Culture Verse podcast. As today, we will be going over some of the big announcements from D23 as it just happened just a couple days ago, and a lot of things were explained and broken down. Things from animated movies to family films to, of course, Marvel, which is one of the biggest things we talk about here at this podcast. This shouldn't be too terribly long of an episode as we're just going to go over a few big announcements that were said and get into some Marvel stuff to wrap it up. So, as always, we are very excited to get into this and we hope you guys enjoy it. So, without further ado, Tyler, kick us off with our first talking point.
Our first talking point is going to be over the two Pixar movies that were announced. We are getting a Coco 2 and we are getting Incredibles 3. We don't have any much information when it comes to Coco 2, but Incredibles 3, they say it's going to follow the kids on a quest to prove they are real heroes. Mr. Incredible will struggle with his strength. The villain will be more powerful than the family. Winston and the Superhero League will return. Frozone will return. And it's in theaters June 16th of 2028.
I'm going to start this one off by saying, Tyler, you and I kind of both felt this way. Does this not just feel like the first two Incredibles again? Like it kind of feels like we're in jeopardy of this feeling slightly repetitive. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean the movie can't be good because the first Incredible story is extremely good. The second one I thought was solid. It was still good. It was still intriguing enough. The story kill. The movie's solid, but the story.
Most average movie in cinema history.
But okay, my point being though is like I just don't know if I think the Incredible series is better than that. It's too good to just be potentially recycling an idea, and this is only the beginning. This is a three sentence explanation. That could be the most generic thing in the world. It could end up being completely different from what it sounds like it is, but this is all we have to go off of, and because of that, I'm admittedly a little concerned. It also feels like Pixar movies don't you don't always need to go into three, four of them. Toy Story, I think, had that problem. And I know some people liked Toy Story 5, but we all think 4 is an atrocity. But then sometimes it works. I mean, sometimes it can work to go that far into a series, but I think three movies, you're starting to extend it. I hope this is good because while I might not be as high on Incredibles like someone like Jack is, I still admit that it's incredible. I'm sorry. That was so unintentional. I still admit that it's very, very good. It's one of the better it's one of the
Got
better
it.
superhero origin stories. It dives into like extremely deep topics with marriage and everything about family and whatnot. And I love that. And I think the second one does a good job as well. And it picks up from where the first one left off. So that's why I'm just personally, for me, I'm just kind of like, okay, I need to hear more, but right off my first feeling is just kind of like, do we need this? And then I hear the description, and it's still kind of like, we'll see. So that's where I'm at.
There was one little bit I wanted cleared up. What did you say Caleb thinks is the most average movie ever?
Caleb
Incredibles
thinks
Incredible.
2.
Incredibles
Oh,
2.
Incredibles 2. Okay.
It's a
I
staple in the market of average movies.
what just for like a reference here, what does everyone here think about the first Incredibles, like letterbox rating wise?
4.5. I think it's my second or third favorite Pixar movie.
I'm
Okay.
checking. I'm checking. I
I'm at a
think
four and a half, but I don't really know where it would rank. Probably top
No,
five.
you don't need to rank it. That's fine.
I'm at a 4, and I don't know what I rank it, but
Okay.
I probably would have it in
Was
the
anyone
top
else
five.
frothing at the mouth to reveal their thoughts, or do I got it?
You
Okay.
go for it,
That
buddy.
sounds like it's mine. Caleb was making a frothing gesture, but I'm gonna go anyway. Um, Gabe is right. I'm definitely the highest here on the Incredibles, as on the first Incredibles, as it is a 5 star for me, and it's my number one rated Pixar movie. I firmly believe that The Incredibles is not just a fantastic movie, but also that it's not what just one of the best animated movies I've ever seen, but it's one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen. Like I would put The Incredibles in the top 10 of Marvel easily of the MCU, and it's better than probably any DC movie I've ever seen. So that's just going to
That's
be
just
what
no, that's just
that's my
wrong.
that's what you think, but I don't have any DC movies at 5 stars. So, and then The Incredibles is. So that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But point being, obviously, my expectations for this whatever. Um, my expectations for this movie are fairly high. I agree actually that the second one is definitely a major step down. I don't think it's a bad movie. I would put it slightly above mediocre. It is one of the Pixar sequels that I like a little more than the other ones. I definitely like it more than, Cars 2. I like it more than Finding Dory. Those are the two that just come to my head immediately. So
No.
I definitely still have hopes for this movie. I think that they could easily kind of rebound and make a very compelling story very easily, but I will share the sentiment that you guys all have that the basic plot details that they've thrown out don't feel incredibly unique. The only thing that would stand out to me is saying the villain is going to be more powerful than the whole family. That's the only thing that stands out to me because the villain in the second one is notoriously bad. Um, Evelyn Dever, I think was her name, but it was just like the most
The
obvious
green
twist villain
flavor.
ever. Yeah, it was just the most obvious like twist ever, and they were trying to have like like a modern message with it with like technology, and it just kind of fell flat. Whereas Syndrome is phenomenal villain, so maybe they nailed the villain like really well this time around, and then the movie's fantastic. Like I don't know. So we'll see. I know everyone just wants me to say incredible again. I said incredibly, but
Uh,
go someone else go ahead here.
I I like Incredibles 1. I guess it's not really like one that I like think about and cherish deeply. I think it's an objectively good movie, but it's not one that I was like growing up on and it was like my favorite movie. I appreciate what it did for Pixar. It's just not my like personal favorite. That being said, when Incredibles 2 came out, I was actually pretty excited. I mean, we were like in the middle of high school and it was just like the most average movie ever. And now this movie's coming out and it's a pretty similar script bit. But by the way, did you see who's directing this movie? This is my little factoid
Is
for
it
this
not Brad
segment.
Bird?
It is not Brad Bird. It's a man by the name of Peter Son or Son, and his directed Pixar movies conclude Elemental and The Good Dinosaur.
Yeah, never mind. Caleb, you just changed my entire opinion about the movie. If Brad Bird's not directing it, my expectations are through the floor.
So,
You
yeah.
just ruined every bit of excitement I had for it.
Yeah, definitely dampened my excitement. Not that I was like
Is
super excited, but
is
I was
is
kind
Michael
of keen on.
Giacchino scoring
I
it
don't know.
again?
They haven't even. They're not even in early development yet. I maybe possibly. Who knows? All I'm saying is I just think that the premise could be interesting with them kind of passing the mantle off to the kids, but that already happened in one of these movies. So, not to kind of quote what Gabe said and Jack kind of piggybacked off it, but I don't know. I think the problem with Pixar at this point, and they're going to run off these sequels and they're going to throw in one original every 5 years and they're just going to keep bumping it up. Honestly, it's kind of sad because The Incredibles, of all the Pixar like franchises, this is one where I think you could actually have the most like anthology potential. Like it's a world of superheroes. Like how about we incorporate some new ones? I don't know. Like maybe pass the mantle off to different characters. Like maybe the Incredible team is like its own like thing, kind of like you pass it on over generations or something. Let's mix it up a little bit. I don't know. I just don't really trust. I don't really trust where the story is headed with this director. Not to slide him because I haven't even seen it, but his past doesn't really give him much credibility. Not to he's not going to listen to this, but like generally speaking, I don't really trust his vision with this movie, and I don't really trust the premise of the movie in the first place. So I'll probably go, but like I'm definitely not like jumping out of my drawers to see this incredibly average movie.
Would it sway you at all if I informed you that Peter Son voiced Squishy in Monsters University
I'm in.
after a quick Google? And Emile in Ratatouille.
Wow. Well,
I'm
maybe
just
you should
saying.
stick to voice acting. I don't know.
I love Emil and Ratatouille. What the fuck does he know about directing?
That's good.
That's Caleb. I am glad you bring that up just because I think we all just assumed it was gonna still be
It
Brad.
should be Brad
It
Bird.
should be
I
because this is kind of his big thing. Like this is Brad Bird, like that name just goes with The Incredibles. Like you just hear it and you think of The Incredibles. At least I do. And to think that it's gonna be not only somebody else, but somebody who did The Good Dinosaur, which I think is like unanimously considered one of the worst Pixar movies. A lot of people do not like The Good Dinosaur. And then Elemental is the most, it's just there. It's so just there and it's so forgettable. It's like it's a cute little film.
It's so generic.
It's just yes,
Just what this franchise
it's your
needs.
garbage Romeo and Juliet storyline
Yeah.
of the love that's not supposed to be, except their weather. Like,
Weather.
it's
They're
just
elements,
stupid.
buddy.
Do
But it's
you like
like
weather?
it, it's just
No.
I
I
don't know,
eat dirt.
man. It's just
What?
ridiculous. It just kind of seems crazy that you would not. And that makes me think Brad stepped away. I don't think they would have just gone to a third one and said, "We're not going to do this with Brad." That implies to me that maybe they pitched it to him and he was like, maybe he said what we're saying. He was like, "Why would we make a third one? We do not need a third one."
I will say it has on Letterboxd that he is on the writing team and an executive producer, but why would he not direct it?
Exactly.
Like your point still stands. Like if he
That
doesn't,
feels like they're just
you
gonna.
have they
That feels
have to
like
have offered it to him.
That feels like the kind of thing where they're going to be like, his name's attached to it, so it's still Brad Bird, and he's just kind of like
Yeah.
tapped out. Like if he's not directing it, he must have, maybe he's got some huge thing he's working on. He doesn't have time, but yes, Caleb. Caleb's got to answer. You're muted. You're muted. Chat, am I muted? Chat, am I?
Um, yeah, I was muted. Sorry, far.
Wow. Okay. Let's
Just remute yourself.
land the plane, buddy. Let's go. Come on.
Uh,
Okay,
Plane
he
hasn't even
actually
taken
said he
off.
can't. He didn't direct this because he was working on his commitment to Ray Gun, his movie coming out in December.
that's
So I'm
I've
guessing
heard
there
of that.
actually are probably in early development for this movie, and he was still working on Ray Gun, which is like his not kids animated movie
Yeah,
coming out
I've
on Netflix.
heard of
So
that one. But
yeah,
my response to that is, why can't they just wait until he's done with that to have him do it? Like, it feels to me like he didn't want to direct this. Like, I don't know. Either he didn't want to, or maybe, like you said, maybe there was a disagreement on a contract. Maybe he wanted more money and they weren't giving it to him. Maybe, who knows? The list of possibilities is endless. But at the end of the day, he's not directing this, and that's a concern. And the guy who is directing it, not the greatest. And like Caleb said, I don't think he's going to listen here, but we'll see, I guess, if this turns out to be decent. But I think we should move over to Coco too, if you guys are cool with that.
I
Unless
have one more
Tyler,
Yes.
quick thing.
yep.
Sorry, I was just gonna say he actually did choose him to be the director. Like Brad Bird was one of the people that chose him to do it. If that softens your feelings on it, but
Well, that doesn't fix the good dinosaur. So just because Brad Bird was nice and said this guy's fine, like whatever, bro. Tyler, was there anything you wanted to add? I didn't want to cut you off.
No, I mean,
Cool.
honestly, you guys nailed it on the head. I mean, the description of the movie sounds literally like the first and second one, but it's going
Mhm.
to be worse because the director, as we just figured out, has made two of one of the most mediocre Pixar movies and one of the worst. So,
Yeah,
not looking forward to this movie.
yeah, no. So
I'm still looking forward to it.
okay. So Coco 2 is now happening, and let me just pick back right what I just said about Incredibles 3. This definitely doesn't need to be made. Like Incredibles 3, I was like, yeah, this shouldn't happen. Coco 2 has no room for a second movie, dog. Like, even if they end up telling a compelling story and I like enjoy it, I'm still just not finding any world where they should be telling a bigger story here. Coco 1 does such a good job at telling its story and fitting it all into this runtime, and it's emotional and it's impactful and it's just it does everything well. And there's no world where it should end with like an opening for a second movie. And it doesn't. Because of that, it ends very closed book. It ends very happy. It's a great movie. Why are we doing it a second time? What could you possibly be telling that you didn't tell in the first movie? Is it gonna be? And I saw like there's like the first drawing of it, and he's just Miguel older, and like okay, so clearly there's a time jump. Like what's I truly am kind of baffled by this one, guys. Like what could this possibly be about?
did you like his fade though in the concept
No.
art?
No,
I did not like his fade.
I
And I
actually
didn't
really
like that
hated it.
Dante was there, by the way. I don't really like Dante. Isn't that his name? Dante?
Yes,
Steven
I
Fincher.
just
I'm
I
not a
just
fan of
had a
Dante.
thought I shouldn't share.
Dante is just, I don't know, man. He's
Oh yeah,
just
well you make
there.
me on Poco Loco with this take.
This movie makes me feel on Poco Logo. Like, why? They announced this movie and I was just in awe. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. This is, I don't even know. I don't know what to say. Like, where is this gonna
Yeah.
go? Are they gonna explore that,
Well,
like, idea of being truly forgotten? Because I know that they talk about that concept. Like, is that an idea they'd explore? But they can't because that makes no sense. Like in that movies, like the way they explain that, there's nothing to explore there. So I don't know, guys. This is gonna be potentially just a repeat in terms of in terms of just more. It's gonna be look at our cool animation, look at our big bright colors, our fun art, and all this stuff, but without the story that Coco had the first time, in my opinion. And, and it just kind of feels useless, I guess. I don't know. Someone else chime in because I'm just dogging on this one.
Miguel's gonna team up with the Doom guy from Doomslayer and
Sure, bro.
eradicate. You know what? Never mind. But I will say, the difference between this and Incredibles 3, like obviously we have tempered expectations for both of those movies.
Mhm.
Incredibles 3, Gabe, I think you kind of alluded to that. There is room for more story to be told in Incredibles 3. Whether or not you think the movie's going to be good might be different.
Right.
But I mean, clearly there is an opportunity to market for superhero stories, and
Mhm.
the Incredibles family has several different characters and young characters that you could explore and go different directions with. Like, there's tons of room there. Like, Coco is literally delivered and packaged and done perfectly as it is. Like, there's not even like a hint, a whiff of needing a sequel for for that movie. And like Gabe said, maybe these movies are phenomenal. Maybe both Incredibles 3 and Coco are smash hits. I wouldn't bet on it, but that'd be great if they were. I don't like it feels like we need something that people love that we can get them to go to the theater for. And that name has recognition that will get people to go to the theater. I have
Mhm.
no doubt the theaters will sell tickets for Coco too, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be any good. So I'm definitely worried about it.
Right.
I would agree with that. Worried about it
Tyler,
more than Incredibles.
Tyler, anything?
Like you guys just said, there's no reason to make this movie. I mean, I there's I got nothing because there's no reason for this movie to be made, and they're just doing it because it was successful, and they're like, let's just try something
Let's
else with it.
milk the idea,
Yep.
which
And
is just
apparently, and
terrible.
I just read apparently the villain is supposed to be coming back.
Ernesto de la Cruz is coming
Yep.
back.
Yep, he's
Apparently,
back.
How?
That's like the
Well, you
main
know what? I
premise.
guess
yeah.
they can't. I guess
Where
we're
is he at the end of that movie?
he
I
needs to
don't
get
even
crushed
remember.
by a bell again.
That's fine. He walked that off.
I
Well,
mean, they're in
yeah,
the
He's
land of the
already
dead.
unless
dead.
someone forgets
Yeah.
about him, he's not going
They're
away.
not forgetting about him.
It should be about Miguel running around and finding every single photo of Ernesto in the real world and just ripping it up.
He would have to like get rid of his songs and make everyone
Every
forget
single
about him.
photo, which would
Hey,
take forever. It's like the most famous singer in the entire planet. You guys got to go find every photo. Caleb, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say like I'm reading here on Letterboxd. The main premise sounds like he has like an audition, and then Ernesto like shows up, and then he has to like go back to the land of the dead to reclaim something. Who knows what he has to reclaim? But regardless, this is the exact same plot. So
Brother, what are
I
we
don't know.
doing? It's literally just a chance for more songs, to write more
Mhm.
music, to try to get that to go viral. And then, like Tyler said,
Hmm.
it's just milking an idea as far as you can, because they know it'll make money, which sucks because way too good of a company to be making movies just because we want to make a bunch of money and that's all we care about. Like the movies that they've made, there is so much success in this in their industry and in the like. It just doesn't make sense. It's so dumb. It just feels like you're going in circles here, and it's funny because we just talked about Incredibles 3 doing the same thing. So it's I don't remember who it was that said that, but it feels like I think it was Caleb. 5 movies and then one original. Like,
Well, they saw what happened to Elio at the box office, and they're like,
which
"Shit,
Okay,
we
but
sucks
just
did
because
started
but
doing
like
a
how
I didn't
did
sequel."
see Elio, but like it
It was
sucks that
fine.
it just bombs. Like that really
okay,
sucks.
but how did Hoppers do?
Yeah,
Because Hoppers was well
Hoppers
received.
did,
So
It
Hoppers did
did
good.
good, but it
so
wasn't
maybe
like
just
a.
make good movies.
I mean, it wasn't like a blast at the box office. It did good, but I mean, it.
But like you can also you could set up movies like a Hoppers or something that has room for sequels that are actually needed. Like because if Hoppers was more open-ended, like, and people really liked it, well received it, the sequel would make plenty of money. And you could actually like have a plan, not just, oh, we have to make a sequel because we need a hit.
Hmm.
So I next Toy Story 6 coming next. Get ready.
Wait for
I
the
mean,
seventh
I
one.
mean, true. Okay, well,
The seventh one, they're fighting Italian brain rot characters.
Lotso comes back,
Lotso comes back. You know what? Whatever.
and
Toy Story.
he forms a team with the prospector as
except
well. And
except
Sid
they're
sit in the
Are
back
you
and he
implying that the
trains all the
Toy
toys.
Story characters will form a Sinister Six against Woody?
except they're in the land of the dead, and he has to go to find Coco.
And all of a sudden, Frozone shows up.
What?
Why would
And then Mike and Sully open a door and they show.
It's
Let me
it's
say,
it's, it's
got
just
room
end
for
game.
one
It's
more?
just the end game of the
Welcome to the Himalayas.
on your
Pixar Endgame.
left. It's just Carl.
And then Marlon shows up and
Carl.
goes, I can't find my son.
I lost him again.
Dory
Is he-
says,
is
"What's
he
the
in a
plot of this
fish-
movie?"
Okay, bro. Okay,
Breaks
we
the
need to
fourth
stop.
wall.
This is a horrible bit. This is a awful, awful bit. Okay, let's move on from that. Tyler, no,
Daredevil says,
no,
"Why is Thor
no,
crying?"
no.
Daredevil says, "Why is
Daredevil
Thor
says it.
crying?" Get out. Now he's just saying. Now he's just saying words. There's not even like a
Buzzword,
reference.
buzzword.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Tyler, if that's all we got, are we ready to move on to the what do we move on to here, Tyler? I'm throwing it to you.
Vision Quest. So they came out with a trailer for Vision
Oh,
Quest.
yay!
Vision Quest.
Exactly. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah. I showed the trailer for that.
So
yeah.
we want to just say the same things we said about the Pixar movies.
So yeah,
We don't care.
the biggest problem with this trailer is it's just all in his head. They're like,
Yeah.
we brought back Ultron. No, you did not.
No,
No,
that
you
actually
didn't.
irritated me.
That
When
made
they
me
like,
really mad. And Brad Winterbaum hyped this up about Ultron coming back on the escape pod. Brad, what the hell, bro? Like, come on, dude. It's just not. And even if like you wanted to do Ultron in human form, I wouldn't have loved it. But the fact that it's literally just all in his head, like all of this is just him digging through his brain and looking at all his memories, or not even his memories, by the way. This is not Vision. This is just Vision's memories put into light skinned Vision. And he's just remembering. Like,
I
that is
love that everyone
so
calls him
dumb.
light skin vision. Like that's
Dude,
just like
it's just so
accepted
stupid.
term.
It's so stupid. And he's just like to tell us that you're bringing back Ultron and then have it not be Ultron, but then have Ultron literally just be James Spader but with a beard. Like, what are we doing, dude?
and he's
This
not even
show
like
looks dumb.
acting like Ultron. He's acting like this
No, he's
fun
acting.
friend of his. And
Yes,
it's
he's
like,
acting like
can't even
I
take
don't
you
even
seriously.
know. He's acting like a
Buddy,
like a
buddy,
weird
that's the
uncle.
Lizard King.
He's acting like a weird like uncle. Like he's whispering in his ear and shit. He like kisses him on the cheek.
He does kiss him on the cheek,
Like,
doesn't
what
he?
are we
That's crazy.
doing?
yes.
This is Ultron, bro. Like, it's just kind of mind blowing that this is a thing. And I will say, like, I'll give him props for something. The comic accurate Vision suit at the end is sick. When you see him in the actual comic accurate like look, that is sick. And I would love to see him look like that more often. But like, are you telling me the best thing from the trailer was this 2.5 second shot of Vision in not even it was like a second. The 1 second shot of Vision in his comic accurate suit. That's the best part of your trailer? For me at least. I maybe you guys enjoyed other parts, but there was like nothing and I didn't even realize, by the way, that his kid was like I forgot about that guy completely. Like they show his kid and I was like, oh shit, he's in WandaVision. Like that guy's still around. Caleb, do you
Whose
even know him?
kid?
Vision's kid. That's his son.
Which one?
The teenager in the trailer.
Oh, like the two insanely powerful ones?
Yeah,
You mean the
one of
ice
those
cream
is
song
his son.
kids?
Yes, one of those is his kid,
Those sons of bitches.
and it's the same actor. They just brought it's the same kid.
I clearly need to rewatch WandaVision because I
Why
know
do
they're
we
talking
bring
about,
back-
but I don't remember
I
what
didn't say
happened
the
to them.
trailer. I was like,
Why do we bring back those kids, but we can't bring back?
Aren't they like insanely
Harley from
powerful?
Iron
well,
Man?
it's probably just in his brain. I don't know, dude. That's the problem with this
One of
stupid
them,
show.
one of them is powerful. The other one's dead. I thought from the.
Well, but
Oh,
Wanda
I
hears
guess
them
you guys need to
talking.
watch. You guys need to watch Agatha all along. Unfortunately,
I don't care. Just
No,
go ahead
I've
and tell
seen
me.
it.
Well,
Yeah,
my
it's
point
not
being,
bad.
it's I don't know if it's in his head. That's the other problem with this show. I don't know if it's in his head or if his kid is actually there. It looks like he's actually there. Like that looks like it's real. But I don't
Wanda's
but
gonna
it's
be in
not
this?
Billy. It's not the kid from Maybe Wanda might be in this, which would frankly suck. Well, she probably will be
It could just be a
in the
version of
form of a
her or like
memory.
a
She
yeah
probably
memory.
will be in some form of like him remembering shit, but I don't think she will actually be in this. I mean, maybe
Not till Doomsday.
Marvel is just like shaking in their boots not having her around because everyone loves Wanda. I mean, they're ready to fold, by the way. No. No, leave her gone. We do not need Wanda at all. They're about ready to fold and just pull out some bullshit to be like, she's back. And
She's
it's
one of Doom's
like,
witches.
what?
We already
They
know.
already ruined her.
Yes, but they just don't need to find a way to pull her back into the MCU, which they will. And maybe it will be the show. But frankly, this trailer looked awful. It looked dumb. It looked useless. Vision's just white the entire time until he gets a second of a cool suit. His kid's there and annoying. James Spader's playing himself. He's got a big beard though. What are we doing? Like, it's just stupid. I don't know, dude. Like, and the super interesting concept in WandaVision when he's talking about the boat and if you take the pieces apart and put them back, is it a different boat or is it the same boat? Like, that was an interesting concept. We are just beating a dead horse now. Like, he's the whole show is just about him trying to remember things that aren't actually him. Like, this sounds about as uninteresting as it gets, in my opinion. And I remember being excited for this show when I first heard about it, and when I heard Ultron was going to be in it, and I was so excited. And then they released, and then I was shot 47 times.
Well, apparently this is
That's how
supposed to
this
like
feels.
go into Doomsday at like a very like
I'm
important
wow,
way.
It's the first thing to. It's the last thing
shit,
to go before it.
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Frankly,
Right, now we have to watch it.
frankly,
I'm
I don't see the
excited.
Vision.
That's incredible.
I'm on a quest to see the point.
Okay. Why did everyone have something in the chamber?
That's good. That's good.
Except for you.
I don't want to join the group on that.
News you lose, buddy.
Okay,
I'm
I actually have something.
snoozing.
I actually have something important to say.
I
He said it like
struggle
he
to
said it like
believe.
it's the first time this entire episode.
Guys, I'm gonna stop joking around. Okay. Honestly, this trailer just doesn't make any sense. I'll tell you, I like this trailer. I saw this trailer 2 times. Once without sound and once with sound.
Okay.
What? Without
And
sound.
I'm gonna tell you, the trailer looked better when I didn't hear what was happening. Because I think the set designs look really cool. Like the high definition colors look kind of cool. Like Gabe was talking about, the suit actually looks pretty nice. The problem is when you actually start thinking about what the hell is actually happening or what the plot even is, I genuinely could not tell you what's happening. Uh, it might be cool. I don't know, but I have way more questions than I probably should have, which probably would be answers if I watched Agatha, but I just don't care.
Not actually, no, not really at all.
I maybe some more
Like,
questions
not
that
even
you might
slightly.
know answers to, but because I didn't even know that was
Actually, if anything, I'm more confused because I've seen Agatha.
oh well, regardless, I just don't really see what the point is. I feel like this show has been delayed multiple times.
Yes,
It's
I
just
agree, so.
an excuse to cover this plot line because WandaVision was the first like multiverse thing, so they're kind of like feel bad to not wrap it up. And they just started this White Vision storyline. Like, oh shit, we started that 6 years ago. We should probably wrap that
That is exactly that's exactly how it
up.
feels.
So I don't know. I'll probably check it out just to see because it's honestly the only reason I'm probably watching this is because it's the last thing before Doomsday, and
I'm sure
that's
we're all gonna check it out. We
kind of
just
sad.
probably won't like it. And I don't want to go into it like expecting it to be bad because the last time I kind of tried not to do that was Ironheart, and like I really tried to set my expectations to the middle ground when I at first wasn't excited, and I actually ended up enjoying Ironheart more than I thought I was going to. So I'd like to do that again here and not set low expectations. Give me a better trailer because that trailer is not doing it. Like, honestly, if they would have just not released any trailer, I would still have been more excited than if, I mean, like this point, do you even release another trailer? What if it's worse?
I don't
Like,
think they will.
at this point, you
Maybe a
just let it
teaser.
ride, I guess, and hope it doesn't suck, I guess. Hope people don't hate it. But right now, It's not
Wasn't
looking
Star-Lord
great.
supposed to be in this at some point in the past? Like they
Well,
had
they had
mentioned
that
it.
they
There was
dropped
a
that
rumor,
concept art for Doomsday with him
yeah,
and Vision talking at
but
a bar.
I will be shocked. I mean, unless it's
It's
like,
probably a deleted scene or something.
yeah, it could be something that just has no, I mean, you know how many concept arts there have been for movies that just don't go anywhere. But yeah, there was actually a theory about that for a while, which still, this is gonna be a 10-second off-topic thing. Not sure where the hell we're gonna get Star-Lord again, by the way. Like when, where, how, why, but he's
I agree with
gonna
that.
come back some point, I guess. The legendary Star-Lord will return. But it better not be in Vision Quest. That would piss me off. That would be okay. If no one else has anything else to say about this,
Vision's like, we need some guardians.
stop it. We need someone who
We
knows
need
the
someone
stars, a
legendary.
lord of the stars. All right, let's move forward. Tyler,
Uh,
where we
X-Men
at?
casting. We can go with the X-Men casting.
This is a big one. This is the
This
first
is
thing we've talked about that doesn't suck.
break
I
it
think
down.
what we've agreed to do here is we'll read off each one and then give it a letter grade. Obviously, if you don't know how a letter grade scale works, then that's on you. All right, let's do this. Tyler, are you going to be the reader for us, or would you like someone else to be?
You can do it.
Okay, let's start with Professor X. Professor X has been cast as Christopher Abbott. Gentlemen, give me your letter grades.
Can we do pluses and minuses?
Yes, you can do pluses and minuses.
I'm gonna give it a B plus because
Plus.
looking at him, just looking at him,
Mhm.
and just picturing him bald,
Would you look at him?
he looks nearly identical to
Okay.
what I would picture Professor X to be, especially when it comes to comics.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
with
I'm
that
gonna
being
go with
said,
this.
oh,
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna
Sorry,
say
I thought
that
you
being
were done.
said, the only movie I've seen him in is Werewolf, and that movie was mid. So, but obviously, completely different concept of what we're getting. So, yeah,
Fair.
You mean
Fair.
Wolfman?
can we kick him
What? Oh,
If we must.
if we
if
must?
we must. Well, my grade is gonna be a smooth B minus because, well, sure, there's the potential for him to look like him. I did not like him in Wolfman, and I just don't think this was the tier of actor we should have had for Professor X. I think he's probably, besides Maya Boyd, maybe the lowest name value person on the cast so far, possibly. Um, it's arguable at least. Um, I just, I guess I can see it with like the actual because I have seen like edits of him like bald. It's crazy. We're like just he has to be like he is
They
bald, but
just
it's just
shaved
like
his head.
I've seen him bald before, so I don't. He looks fine. I guess I just got to see it before I believe, but I am pretty skeptical. I lean favorable just because it looks solid, and that's kind of what they were kind of. I've noticed they're kind of going for more of the looks, like matching what they look like in the comics, more off of like talent necessarily, which they are using talent too. But he's I just know I don't really love his performance of Wolfman, but yeah,
All right, Jack.
Um, I'm actually going to be giving him a C minus. I just don't see I just don't see it. I don't see the vision on it. Yeah, I know Kale wants to hear it, but um I I don't know. I don't know if I'm just hung up on comparing him to the other previously casted actors or what, but um I just it's not my thing so far, and maybe he'll prove me wrong, but I hope he does. Um thankfully Professor X is not among my favorite characters for the X-Men, so it's not a huge concern or issue for me, but go ahead.
Fair enough. I'm right where Caleb is, and for almost the same exact reasons, I'm going to be minus as well. Where I would like to say that I'm also, same thing, leaning positively, even though I am pretty in the middle on it, really. But I would say, like he said, leaning more positively, just because, like Tyler said as well, he does look the part. Like I see it, I definitely do. My thing though is like one of the things that does help me is this has been rumored for like a long time. So like Jake Schreier definitely is very interested in what he thinks Christopher can do. Like I think he's got a lot of faith in him, and obviously he casted him, but he's been on him for a while. Like this isn't like last minute he grabbed Christopher Abbott. Like it's not like this was a pivot. There have been rumors about Christopher Abbott playing Professor X for, I swear, like 4 months now. So like I like that it feels as though they've been planning this. It feels like this has been a long thought and something that they probably did a lot of testing for, and that gives me hope. The other side is he was in a genuinely horrible movie last year that he did not stand out to me whatsoever, and he was the lead, and that's not good. Like the script could have sucked, and it did suck, and the story was uninteresting. The movie was not well made, so you can't like blame him for that. But there are so many examples of like just shitty movies, shitty made movies where a good actor can still make a good performance. Like that happens, and I do not remember feeling that way. When I read my review, I said nothing about him, so that feels pretty forgettable, which is not something I want with one of the most important characters in the entire X-Men. So I really hope that this is one of those where you just have to trust Jake. Like you just gotta trust the guy. He's the director. He's been on Christopher Abbott for a while, so I'm just gonna move forward and have faith in that one. So what was it? B plus, right,
B
Tyler?
plus, two B minuses, and a
And a
C
C minus.
minus. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Moving forward. Moving forward, we have I'm actually not going to start with that one. I'm trying to decide where to go from here. Let's go with sorry, I'm trying to find it. There we go. Let's go with Kit Connor as Cyclops. Kit Connor, he's been in a lot of things recently. He was in Warfare. I think, Tyler, did you end up seeing Warfare?
Mhm.
Tyler, so three of us have seen Warfare. Can I start with this one?
No.
Okay, Tyler,
Yes.
you're up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm giving this
Thank
one
you
an
for
A.
asking.
I love this one. This is an easy A for me. I think Kit Connor's gonna crush this role. I think he's absolutely got all the physicalities and everything required to look like Cyclops. He's built. He's got reddish hair. I mean, there's photos where he's got like blonde hair, photos where he's had red hair. Like he looks the part. He's got the dark brown hair. He's got like he just looks noble. Like it feels almost like Captain America in a way, which is the way that your Cyclops should feel. Is he's a leader. He is noble. He's everything you want in a hero like that. And he feels like he's gonna have that to me. He's amazing in Warfare, in my opinion. I thought he was one of the best actors in the entire movie. He stood out to me. This is a pretty easy A, and I am like so excited to see him not only lead this X-Men team, but I think he'll just be a super compelling character. I think he'll crush this role, and I think him and Sadie Sink are going to work really, really well together.
Yeah, I'm on your side. I'm giving this an A too. Another situation with Professor X where this actor looks nearly identical to some of the stuff we've seen in the comics. And like you said, in Warfare, he's done stuff that's really good. And so I'm quite excited for what he can bring to this role. The best X-Men, by the way. Not close.
I'm a bit lower than you guys, but I'm at like a B plus, just because he's a little bit less proven in a way. Because Warfare is probably his biggest role, and he's kind of, I mean, all those characters are kind of side characters in a way. But I just would like, I guess I would have liked to seen him more in a bigger role before this. But I mean, it's kind of really nothing can do about that. But I do think the look is 100% there. He can definitely rock the comic accurate suit. I think that's going to be really cool. Um, and another thing I know, a trend that people have been noticing too, is they've been casting like a lot of theater people. So these people that have kind of worked in systems together. I don't know, maybe that provides some chemistry on set if they can kind of get in the same routines. That's just kind of a small thing, but kind of interesting. I'm a little bit lower than you guys, but it's definitely a good start for one of the main characters.
Yeah, I'm actually at the same rating scale. I also gave him a B plus. I have nothing to go on except for his appearance. So I haven't seen anything with him in it. So it's just strictly based off the appearance. And I like that they're going with a younger actor that hasn't been in like a crazy amount of stuff. And I think it's fair assessment to say that he very well looks the part. And I don't really have a reason to doubt him. Whereas like with Christopher Abbott, you guys brought up Wolfman and like that movie's terrible, and that's the only thing I have to go off of. So that's what I have to do. So he's lower for me for that reason. But Kit Connor, I have no reason to not believe in him, and I think he looks the part. So yeah, that was a B plus for me.
All right. Next, we have Samara Weaving, who has been cast as Emma Frost. This one was announced a lot earlier than all these other ones. Kit was also announced a bit earlier, but I'm giving this one an A as well. I mean, I've watched two movies of hers in the last week just to try to prepare, and I was very impressed with her in both the movies. I don't mean to steal Tyler's thunder because he's been the one to say this about both the castings, but she looks identical to the character, like oddly identical. Uh, Great casting in that regard, and I've been extremely impressed with her acting in the two movies I've watched with her. So definitely an A.
Yeah, I'll go with that too. I mean, I haven't seen many or if any Samara Weaving movies, but like you just said, she looks the role, and I don't really know much about Emma Frost, so I can't really say what her importance is going to be in the X-Men movies. I know Emma Frost is in what is it, First Class, I believe. Uh,
Yes.
she's one of the
Yep.
villains, so we've seen her before, but I don't know how she's gonna be if she's gonna be a villain or whatnot. So
Yeah, this is
Go
like
ahead,
an A
Caleb.
minus for me. The look is almost perfect, and she's one of the more proven actresses in this so far cast. I think it's one of the best, if not the best. It's just I pretty much would say the same things you guys have been saying. So
So I've actually gone on a little bit of a journey since this casting has been announced.
call it an odyssey.
If you would have asked me like the day of when we figured it out, yeah, I've been on an odyssey, sure, Tyler. If you would ask me the day we heard this news, I probably would have given her like a B minus or something. Like I just on first instinct, just I don't know why, it just wasn't like clicking in my head. I've had two experiences since then. I watched Ready or Not with Gabe. That was one of the Samara Weaving movies that he watched. And I thought she was really, really good in that movie. That movie's not like phenomenal or anything, but it's a good time, and she is a big, big reason for that. And so that kind of swayed me upwards a little bit. And then the second experience was I actually just watched First Class today, like a few hours ago, and seeing Emma Frost in that movie, and I was mentally comparing what I thought Samara Weaving could do versus I can't remember the actress's name who plays her in First Class, but I was just like, you know what? Honestly, I think Samara Weaving will do a better job. I just thought that she will be able to like show a wider range of emotion and just make the character more interesting. So I've kind of had a swing of things, and I'm actually at an A minus now as well.
Okay, there
So
we
way
go.
to win me over, Samara. Took you like less than a week.
Fair enough. Okay, following that up, we're going to go with Maya Boyd was cast to play Storm. And Caleb, you kind of mentioned this earlier when you said that they're going with more theater kids, and this is the biggest example of that, as she is pretty much strictly a theater actress, and this will be her first big film. So just literally, like for all of us here, this is only going to be able to be based off of look. I mean, unless any of us has caught a play that she's done, I'm gonna go ahead and assume not. Um, I'm going to give this a B plus for now because I physically cannot go higher than that, as I don't know a lick of what she can do. I don't know any of her acting ability, but dude, she looks perfect. Like, I think she looks exactly how I would want a young Storm to look. She's gonna do great with the role. I feel like just physical, like she's gonna be one of those when you see her in the trailer, or if they even, if they even show her in the trailer, you're just gonna be like, okay, that is like perfect. Like it's gonna feel like when we saw Marsden for the first time in the first Doomsday trailer, and you were just like, it's so peak. Like I think it's gonna be exactly like that. So B plus is where I'm sitting right now.
I'm gonna continue.
I'll actually. You want me to go? Or
You
you
got
got
it.
it?
You got it.
Okay.
You got it.
So remember when we were talking about Cyclops and Tyler said the best X-Man?
Yeah.
Storm's my goat. I I've always been a big Storm fan. I've got the Funko on the wall. So this is maybe a little biased, but I'm just giving her a B plus because I have like Gabe said, I have nothing to go on, but it's another young actress and she fits the part or looks the part. So I have zero problem with it and I'm super excited for the character. So let's go ahead. I got a B plus.
Caleb
I'm gonna.
or
Oh,
Tyler,
I'm
sorry.
gonna. I'm
No,
gonna
you got
continue
that.
the trend that I've been doing like this entire time and agree with Gabe. This is a. We said B plus, right? Or B
Yep,
plus around
B
there.
plus.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, she hasn't been in any movies really. She's just been in theater, but she looks the role, and I think kind of like what Gabe said, if you want to picture Storm, you picture someone like that, and they did a great job with that.
Absolutely. Caleb.
I was gonna say B plus as well, kind of similar to my Kit Connor casting of B plus, just because I haven't really seen. Like I've seen him something, but it's still similar to like him being a side character. But this look, it's such a perfect like visually looking at like casting. I think like what Gabe said when she's like in her actual Storm outfit, it's gonna look really good. So
Yeah, absolutely. Following that up, we have, and this was one of the bigger shockers. We have, oh geez, I hope I pronounce this correctly. Indy Navarrete. I think it's Navarrete, or is it Navarrete? I think it's
Navarrete.
Navarrete.
Navarrete. Indy
They said it
Navarrete.
Navarrete on the stage.
Indy Navarrete not playing who they thought she'd be playing, but instead she'll be playing Rogue. Everyone was fully convinced this would be Mystique, and instead she's been cast as Rogue. Um, I'm giving this one a pretty confident A minus. I wanted to. Tyler also gave this an A minus. We're cooking. We're
Yeah.
cooking, Tyler. Um, I
I was
want
hoping
to
he would say
say
B plus. I'm like, damn it.
I want to say A, but I'm going A minus because there is part of me that still has been like essentially brainwashed into thinking that she should have been Mystique. Like there's part of me that there's part of me that's just like damn, that would have been really, really perfect. But I absolutely can see her as Rogue. Like, I think I almost like her as Rogue more in the sense of acting ability. I think that she'll be much more compelling as Rogue. I think that she can show her talents a lot better than she could have with Mystique. Whereas Mystique, it was just like you literally took the character off of the comic strip and put it on the screen, and it was Indy Navarrete. Like, that was perfect, and you saw all those edits and there were all like there was so much that was just like Mystique, 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 and she kept talking about it, and that's why I'm not quite in the A. I probably will be in like a week when I get over this, but the Rogue casting, she's gonna kill it. Like I think she's gonna be one of the most like from the second she's on screen, one of the most likable characters the MCU's seen in a long time. Like I think people are going to attach to her as this character so quickly because she's this small actress who just blew up in a huge low production small film. Everyone loved her. She was phenomenal, and then she gets this huge out of the park role. I think she's going to become a Marvel fan favorite really quickly, and I just love this casting.
Yeah, like you just said, Gabe A minus mainly because of the fact that I think she would be a better fit for Mystique. That being said, though, if you've seen X-Men 97, when it comes to the acting, she can do it, and she'll do this role very well. So really excited for this.
I'm at like a B right now. And it's funny because I actually think Indy Navarrete is probably the best actress of all of this cast, besides Adam Driver, but of like the main
Dude,
X-Men.
spoilers.
I
Sorry.
didn't realize Adam Driver was an actress.
Keep
All
going.
right. Anyways, I do think Kaylee Spaney would have been a better casting, just visually speaking. Obviously, like I said, I think Indy is a better actress, but I guess I just don't really see it yet as much. I've been coming around on it more. I was honestly a little bit lower before today, and I've been getting better about it since I've seen like Photoshop of her in the outfit with the hair. I feel a little bit better, but I honestly just do think Kaylee Spain would have been a better move, and that kind of dampens my feelings on it a little bit. I think she is going to do great, and she'll probably, obviously, probably turn it around once I actually see it. But just as of today, I'm a little bit lower than you guys are.
Fair, fair.
Folks, we're at an A. This is phenomenal. I just am so happy that she actually got it. Like it just felt like such a big fan cast. It felt like it was going to be one of those too good to be true. Like people are just rumoring it and hyping it up because they really want it, and then it doesn't happen. And so to actually get her in really any role here is just great. I agree with the sentiment that she's the best actress among the cast. I mean, honestly, it's actually kind of close between her and Adam Driver, just based off of like if I'm taking the best performance I've ever seen Adam Driver do, Indy's performance in Obsession is probably better. I know Adam's been in other movies that I haven't seen, so I will give him that. But um, I just think she's a phenomenal actress. I think there's no problem that she could, transform into Rogue, even if someone might have viewed her as a better Mystique. And maybe she would have been a better Mystique. I don't know, but I think she'll have no problem, molding into that role. And I'm looking forward to that a lot. I think that's a great casting.
Yeah. Just to get out of the way, I'm just mentioning it. Obviously, Sadie Sink was cast as Jean Grey. We all knew that. We talked about it. So, for the last one of someone who we didn't know about, we have Adam Driver, who was in fact cast as the villain, Mr. Sinister. This is getting an A plus out of me. This is, I think, the best casting there was of all of them. I think this is perfect. I love Adam Driver. I'm such a big fan of him. And he looks almost identical to Mr. Sinister. Like he made a video for D23, and because like when he was up there doing it, he absolutely shaved to make it look more like Mr. Sinister's facial hair. It's like uncanny. Like it's actually uncanny how much he looks like Mr. Sinister. Like I just cannot believe how good this is. I think he is a ridiculously talented actor. I think he can play. I mean, obviously he likes to play darker roles. He likes to play villains. This could be a really, really dark and twisted villain if they go down the route of him with. I mean, he's obsessed with genealogy. He's obsessed with mutant genes. He's obsessed. I mean, this could be like extremely dark if they wanted to. And I think that Adam Driver is the man for this role. This is easily my favorite of the casts.
Yeah, I'm not quite at an A plus, Gabe, but I'm at an A.
Yeah.
And as you guys know, there was a point where it was being speculated that he was going to be Magneto, which, as you guys know, I was not a fan of. But Mr. Sinister, on the other hand, perfect.
Yeah.
Great, great pick.
Beautiful.
No, I agree with Tyler because the only Magneto has to be Lee Pace, and
Has
we
to
needed
be.
to get that. We needed to get that into the
Anybody
recording.
else, and it's gone. Like, there's no reason to have the
It's
role.
ruined.
So, yeah.
That's the only way you're going to get an A plus grade out of me. Nothing else is going to be an A or an A plus. So just putting that out there now.
Same guy who 5 minutes ago was like, fans get all obsessed with the casting, and then when it doesn't happen, it's ruined for them. That's
No, I
literally
said
happened.
then they
That
get sad,
shouldn't
and
happen.
then we did get her,
You
and it's
shouldn't-
awesome.
Right,
And
but you
they
shouldn't
actually
just
gave the
stake
people
your
what they
tent
wanted.
on one cast so big and then just be
The tent has
ruined.
been staked,
Okay.
and it's been
Give
staked
your
for a
rating
while.
for
Staked with a
Adam Driver.
tree. Like, this
Give-
tent's
Yeah,
not going
it's-
anywhere.
Give your rating for Adam Driver.
I'm going to go with a B plus. I don't know if there's a little bit leaking out here of concern about Mr. Sinister in general. Because Adam Driver is a great actor, and I think he can definitely pull off. Like obviously, he can definitely pull off a villain role. He's no stranger to that. So my question isn't really as much with Adam Driver. I don't know. Call me a casual, and I know you will. But Mr. Sinister, just like at face value, from what I've seen, is just kind of goofy to me. Like
We'll get to
especially the
that.
name. Like we need to.
We'll
I
get
need to
him in
be.
the next
I
one.
got to be convinced.
We'll get to
I
him.
got to be convinced of the
No, he's
villain.
peak.
Is he in the show that you're showing me then?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I've got to be convinced. Maybe X-Men 97 will convince me. I'm going on a journey right now, a spiritual journey. So I already changed my mind on Samara Weaving, so maybe this will get swayed too. But Mr. Sinister is just like at face value not doing it for me. And that's just because I'm a comic book casual, but we'll see what
Like,
happens.
he's wearing an
So.
X-Men shirt. One of their most profound
A
That
villains.
doesn't mean
a
I can't.
comic
Hey,
X-Men
you know
shirt
what?
as well.
Just be glad that I have an interest, and I'm not like, screw this. I don't even care. So,
I've actually read several of the
We've all
X-Men
gotta start
comics that
somewhere.
have him in it. There's literally a comic series called Sinister Six that I've
Yeah.
read several from them of Mr. Sinister mixing with Spider-Man villains, and it's extremely interesting. Like I love Mr.
Yeah.
Sinister.
Well,
I think
I'm
this is a
not
great
saying
casting.
like he wouldn't be interesting, but like it's just one of those characters that I think is probably going to need like a little bit of like I don't want to say modernization, but like an adaptation to the big screen, like from the look in the comics and like I don't know, the name is just not doing it for me. Like
The name,
I, we got to go fight Mr. Sinister.
dog, one of the best heroes ever is named Spider-Man.
That goes so hard.
Spider,
Iron Man is a
Mixed with a
blob.
man.
They've gained the respect. I don't know what to tell you.
Right,
Like
but
I
like-
said,
Well,
he
Blob
could
is
turn it around
superpower.
for me.
what did you just say, Gil?
Blob
even
is
know.
stupid, so
Blob is a dumb name. It is literally what he is, though.
It is a dumb name. It's a dumb name, but it also is Blob. So
The
Can I
best
say my
argument
rating?
the best argument you could make against that would be Mr. Negative from Spider-Man because it works in that game. But they call him Martin Lee in every instance, so I don't know. Go ahead, Kelb.
it's an A for me. It's
It's an A for me.
it's pretty simple. I mean, it's just, in my opinion, the best casting. It's the biggest name as of today in a villain role and a guy who was already very sinister.
bruh.
I don't know. It's the best casting as of today.
Fair. Well, are we? So what? I don't remember any. I didn't write them down, which was my fault. That was my good call.
I had an
but
A, you had an A plus, Jack had a
B plus.
B plus, Caleb had an A.
Fair enough. I don't remember what we had for all of them, but it
Nope.
seems like
One of the
everyone
higher
is
ones.
quite high on almost every single casting. It seems like everybody's happy on pretty much all of them. It
I had
didn't seem
one.
like Jack's a hater for one of them. Um, but for the most part, it seems like everybody is quite happy moving forward. But there's obviously a lot to, I mean, there's a lot that has to happen still. So we'll see when we eventually get that first trailer. One of the last things I was going to mention is we do now officially have three MCU movies coming out in 2028, which is Ghost Rider, which got the date today. Then we have Black Panther 3 and then X-Men. So what a year potentially for the MCU. There could be a lot of good stuff there. But you guys will have to catch our thoughts on the second Doomsday trailer in a different episode. We can't hold ourselves back and make that a short episode. We need to talk about that one a lot. So if you guys are listening to this, go check out our Doomsday reaction
We
to the
need a
trailer.
Patreon.
The second, yeah, check out the Patreon that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah.
But really, check it out. We're going to be doing a full deep dive onto the second trailer as there is a lot to talk about with that trailer. So. As always, thank you guys so much for listening to the episode. We will continue to do what we can to make the best content possible for you guys as we get more news. But as always, thank you guys for listening, and we will catch you guys next time.